Squid Game. The Internet is one of the effects of modern technological development that can be utilized to learn about a particular region's culture. The public culture has been impacted by the rapid expansion of information and communication technologies, both in terms of both favorable and unfavorable effects. This era's improvements and technology advancements make it simpler for the community to access a variety of items, including entertainment media like Netflix. Currently, millions of viewers worldwide are watching the new Netflix series Squid Game. There are 9 episodes in the Korean thriller drama series Squid Game. Because it portrays the story of a group of grown-ups who are in debt, this drama series is distinctive. They competed to win this competition in order to receive the prize of tens of billions of won, the South Korean won's official currency. Players are required to execute tasks in the form of kid-friendly activities that have been put together by the event's organizers, who are portrayed as enigmatic characters in the narrative. Additionally, with the establishment of the work from home and school from home regulations, during the ongoing coronavirus pandemic, and number of accesses to social media has increased drastically. It is regrettable that the younger generation of today only watches dramas passively and blindly adopts current fashions without questioning the ideas and values they convey. Particularly for the Internet generation, who use the Internet the most frequently today, and were born between 1997 and 2012. In an effort to raise public understanding of moral principles and socio-political life in this digital age, I therefore wish to study the Netflix series, Squid Game, using a value-based approach. General concept of the Squid Game. Squid Game, in general, relates the tale of many children's games bundled into a game of life and death by an elderly guy who wishes to spend his riches at the end of his life in South Korea. Although the motivation for the game's development was quite easy, the method that was employed was extremely complex, starting with venue selection and utilization, space optimization, technological use, and security measures. Additionally, there are tens of billions of won in prizes up for grabs. On the other hand, the targets provided by the game developers to join this game are from lower socioeconomic class groups, who do have things to pay for with a lot of money, which seems impossible for them to achieve. They did not initially receive a thorough description of how to play the Squid Game. They were merely informed that if they won the game, they would receive a very valuable prize that would be more than enough to take care of their immediate needs, including food and shelter. However, after learning the truth about the Squid Game, many players wish to stop in the middle of it. This is permitted if they receive 50% plus one of the game's overall participant approval. Unfortunately, several of them believed that being in the Squid Game was better than their own normal life, after returning to their regular lives, because of how terrible their lives were. As a result, the players who had already started the game started to force themselves to continue playing in the hopes of becoming the lone winner, the only player to survive, and the recipient of the prize money to use to battle the catastrophe their finances went through. The Squid Game's most prominent features. The 3 themes that consistently come up in the informant's responses, regardless of the game type, are poverty, social inequality, and the drive for survival. Murder, gender discrimination, and prejudice towards the weak and strong come next. The first game category that receives a lot of attention is red light and green light, in which one robot serves as the tagger, and the other players have to get to the tagger before the specified time period expires. The player must remain still when the tagger robots are looking at them, or they will be shot dead right there and then. Since this was the first game to be played, all of the players experienced a quick surge of worry and fear when they realized what would happen to the losers. They decided to give up this game after it was over. Making dalgona sweets is the following highlighted activity. Players have the granted time to use only a needle to remove the provided shapes from the circle shape. The security guards and the supervisors there will shoot them dead if they fail. The survival instinct that each player in the Squid Game possesses comes next. The series demonstrates how people prioritize their own needs over those of others when they are in a life-or-death situation. As a result, their level of competition is so intense that they are willing to take another person's life to further their own. Few people still possess the semblance of humanity, which enables them to care for or assist others in any circumstance. Some viewers also draw attention to the poverty and social injustice depicted in this Netflix series. It blatantly illustrates the enormous disparity between the rich and the poor. The bourgeoisie actually wastes its income on things that are not valuable in order to satisfy its desire for worldly happiness and pleasure, while those from lower socioeconomic levels struggle mightily to meet their requirements. Several situations demonstrate how the bourgeoisie undervalues people, because they believe that everyone will succumb to their wealth and position. Another incident demonstrates that anyone may do anything for financial gain, whether they are from a wealthy or poor background. Others then draw attention to the part on gender inequity. Players are given the option to select their teammate for the tug-of-war game. Unfortunately, some characters cheat and are aware of the game's format beforehand. So, they only choose males and people who are physically powerful as colleagues. One of the characters, who even has a lover, is ready to dump her and assemble his group. Last but not least, these tricks make a lot of ignorant ladies and parents into easy targets in the game. In a word, a problem is an occurrence or symptom that cannot be isolated from human existence, because overcoming issues is a process that characterizes human existence. Overall, the Squid Game raises a number of points that we can use as reminders of the various challenges we encounter in putting state practice into reality, including concerns of poverty, social inequity, and gender inequality. The analysis of the Squid Game series is more heavily weighted toward ethical concerns or human moral standards from an axiological standpoint. Because of the behavioral abnormalities that take place in the midst of society, the connection between ethical issues can be noticed. It is hoped that young generation will one day understand that many social issues are suggested in movies or other forms of entertainment that we should be able to utilize as a reminder to uphold the principles of humanity and social justice in daily life.